Okay, so yesterday I went online because I saw that Tim Freedman had released his first single of the coming album, which will come out on Friday, which is called Australian Idle. And the single is called You Weren't In Love With Me. And I thought, good, I'm gonna buy it. It's gonna cost me $2 Australian dollars and 19 cents or something. I go in and what happens? You do not belong to this Australian store, you belong to the Swedish store. What irritates me, and this goes back to, you know, DVD region settings. If you buy a DVD in America, you get region 1. If you buy a DVD in Australia, you get region 4, and in Europe, region 2. And unless you have one of those crack players that can play all regions, you can't play them. You are locked to the region that you are in, which kinda made point back in the day when someone would go to Thailand and buy 400 DVDs for nothing. But who would actually go to Thailand to get these DVDs now when you can download stuff for free everywhere? And that idea moves into iTunes, where it's not iTunes' fault, you know, it's the record companies who do not want their stuff to be sold on markets overseas. Well, let me tell you something, when we talk about globalism, you know, the bad word, the foul word, we're all being sucked into this togetherness. Well, the thing is, I am no longer restricted to be part of a community that is based on the geographic place that I live in. I now have a global community that I communicate with, which means we talk about the same thing. Oh, that last How I Met Your Mother episode. Oh, that new single from that person. So where's the problem? Is it iTunes? Is it the record label? Is it the artist? Or is it all just a conservative thinking of borders? We should have borders. We need to divide people to create friction so that this person can have this, but this person cannot have that. Very, very, very annoying. So I think it's not a problem with iTunes, although iTunes is the black sheep of the Apple family. It's not the record label, it's not the artist. It's the whole system of thinking that we are so divided into different countries. Who are the people that I hang out the most with? By hang out, I mean communicate with. People in Holland, people in Belgium, people in the US, people in the UK. People in Sweden sometimes. And I understand that people who are in the front of this new global way of communicating are people that are probably under 30, and me. And it will take some time before this becomes the general way of considering what a border is. But this idea of borders is just so irritating when I'm trying to buy Tim Freedman's new single and I can't. That's the boiling point of this whole thing. I cannot buy Tim Freedman's new single because I am not an Australian person. I am a Swede. Is that racism? Is that geographical selection? Or is it just a bad system? And the irony of this is that what they are doing, they are basically forcing me into do one out of two things. One, I can call a friend in Australia and ask the person, could you buy this for me? And then that person will buy it and send it to me, which is already kind of, copying a copyrighted material, or I download it illegally. Those are the two options you are forcing me into do by creating these borders and saying, you cannot, you cannot. Very, very freaking annoying! I just want to buy that single. Why should it be so difficult? Why should it be so difficult? Am I making sense here? Am I the only one who's thinking about this? Am I the only one who's saying, hey, 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 where's my eraser pen? So let's erase this little ball here so that we can buy ourselves some Tim Freedman singles. Please. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you the next time I try to buy a single on iTunes. Psh.